We saying it, but we ain't paying attention to what we saying as a whole. Those that are studying will take this to heart. As a whole, we lost. We almost want a halftime study. When I was in the system, this is 120 drills. Every week, God's building from who's the original man to Pluto. Couldn't get with it, dropped over. God's whole cycles on the boulevard like that. Yeah, it was dead ass. Guess what? The CEOs called us gods too. And they knew our real names. That's because we was building. We had sisters in there calling themselves queens. We had the captains in there talking about, oh, they go spoiling them. It was funny, man. It was just funny, you know. Coming up as a newborn, I was just real fly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, and I love this culture so much. I changed my name in the system. I took this culture on as my DNA. I know nothing else other than this culture. And I will fight you like hell behind it. Anytime you disrespect me around the culture, I'm going to fight you like hell behind it. And if you disrespect one of my brothers or sisters in my face, I'm going to treat you like when you go on the streets. Trust me. Don't do it. Not in front of me. I love all my brothers. I love all my sisters. Equally. I'm not going to do nothing to none of us in front of Lord Swallface. That's real. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Hey. Hey. Peace to the gods and earth. Hey. Next Sunday on Nimrod Day, I'm going to be at a law school Mecca sanitizing the whole school. Bleaching the holes and everything. Anybody that wants to come help? I appreciate you come help next Sunday and born out. Peace. 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 Today's mathematics is knowledge. Still all being born to born. Now, there was a lot of stuff, like always at these parliaments, that go on. I heard a lot of my brothers speak and talk about certain things. Some of y'all was talking, some of y'all, let me tell you the first thing. Yelling don't mean you're getting your point across. Alright? You can yell all day. But if somebody don't want to listen to you, they're not going to listen. You know what I'm saying? And I went out in the hallway a few minutes ago, and one of my older brothers, one of my mentors, he's sitting right back there, Lord Supreme. He said something to me, again, that him and Chief Mathematics told me years ago when I was a little young. And you know what he said just now to me in the hallway? I seen was there too, just now. And Sahib. He told me, I'm not doing it no more. He said, we did it already. Half of my peers is gone, and he's right exactly. If you look around him, how many firstborns is left? How many first fruits is left? You know what I'm saying? Y'all get up here and argue about, oh, this one is doing this one is doing that. The main thing and the main purpose for this nation to grow and to develop, I'm going to say it nice and loud. All minds must be one. True indeed. Fact. There's only one God, and his proper name is Allah. See what I'm saying? And that's where we get the twisted. Yeah, you ain't got to agree with me. You ain't got to agree with your other brother that's up here. But what you do got to do is come together for one common cause if you want to see growth and development. Now, we got a lot of projects that supposed to be going on. What I want to see, again, all minds come together as one. Even if you don't like that God. So what? You still should be able to come together and build. You know what I'm saying? What's your building story degree saying on 114? Anybody? Anybody know? Say it again. Social equality, right? Right, so do we have a social equality as of right now?
Yeah, we do. We all
My brother said yes.
Yes.
We have a social equality right now. Now, also, don't think someone is crazy because they're jumping up, yelling, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Once you do the knowledge to the whole cipher, you'll get an understanding of what's going on. I like when all this happens. You know why? Because it awakens understanding. You get to see who's sitting in here, who's around us. You know what I'm saying? It's good to do the knowledge. Not always want to get up here and speak, especially yelling. You know, and I'm going to stress that fact. You know, yelling and all that stuff, that don't make what you're saying right exact. You see what I'm saying? Now, going back to the history, we have to show and prove through our history. We're here now. Like my brother said, we're here right now. What are you doing for this nation? You know what I'm saying? Not what beloved doing or whoever else. What are you doing? What have you done in the last 10 years for this nation? You know what I'm saying? And another thing, it was mentioned in the last parliament, all right, about, I forget which one of our brothers mentioned it. They said that you shouldn't speak on a law if you wasn't there. I don't agree with that. Want me to tell you why? I don't agree with that. I'm going to give you a little history about that. God Khalid, Caliphate, he was in the Worldsboro bar one night with Allah and a few of the guards. And Allah was speaking to old man Streets. He was telling the old man Streets, if I get older and I'm not around no more, he said, who do you think they're going to call Allah? And he pointed to God Khalid and said, him right there, they're going to call him God. You see? So that's why I say that. The Father and Son is one and the same. Yeah, your ways and action might not be exactly like Allah, but if you live in this mathematics, and you speak in this mathematics, and you show and improve it through your ways and action, not what you say out your mouth. Because a lot of people get up here and say this and say that, and then when you walk out that door, you doing some other shit that he ain't even, excuse my language, he ain't even had for us to be doing. And there's rights and passion. I heard one brother up here today speak about it. You goddamn right. You better build on your lessons each and every day. You know what I'm saying? You better build on your lessons, and you better live it out. And you better do everything according to mathematics. Everything. What today's degree say? What is the duty of a civilized person? You know what I'm saying? To teach he who established civilization, righteousness, the knowledge of himself, and the science of everything in life. That's everything. When I say science of everything in life, I'm talking about everything that you do. And God swore was just up here, and he said we on national TV, and we being seen. Well, if you understand God, then you don't understand. We seen and heard everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We seen and heard everywhere. So don't think because you're behind closed doors and you doing what you're doing that you ain't being seen. Okay? Don't think that, because you are. Someone's always watching, especially a lost 5%. Not a 5%, a lost 5%. Big difference. See what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I do get emotional, but this is one of my songs where I just sit back doing the knowledge and just absorb your energy. Your energy is what keeps me going while I'm up here. Y'all don't even know that. Your energy, I feel your energy. You know? And my other brother, he said it might be a mole sitting in here. There you go right there. It's Hashem. You know what I'm saying? And he might be right. He might be right. They had him in the time of Allah. People sitting in the crowd and parliaments and stuff like that. Don't take me on face value. Those that was there, some of them still here. I keep telling y'all that. Whatever I tell you, don't take me on face value. But going forward, I need brothers from the physical degrees of culture cipher and above to like power born. You know what I'm saying? To step up to the plate. Because this is our nation now, like the God said. When I say our, I'm talking about all of us. We got to build. They did their part. Remember, they was little boys that he turned into gods. They helped build what we got. You wouldn't know what you know if it wasn't for all of it. You know what I'm saying? The 24 scientists, including a lot of 25. The 50 greats, as I said. Some of them sitting here right now. When you think of this nation, the beginning history of this nation, most of y'all just know firstborn. Nah, it's more than firstborn. It's some of them that ain't even mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And you got to get that history so you can understand why we where we at today. You might not like what you see at a law school or the condition that it's in. Well, guess what? Do something about it. Do something about it. Don't point fingers. I don't want to hear, oh, Sean, I'm doing this, and that. No. Come together and be like, yo, God, I got an idea. That's what adding on is. Knowledge build. You know what I'm saying? Born in completion. I said this once before. When you deal with the science of born, it could be born alive or it could be born dead. Which one are you born on? You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to understand. And before I get down from up here on the podium, you know, this is the Divine Equality C month. You're going to always hear me do this. I don't care if you don't like it. Divine Equality C month, we're going to always do this. You must take homage. You know, tomorrow marks Medina 58 years. Okay? December 19th, if y'all ain't know. Alright? Honorable Benjamin Gathers. Y'all know him as ABG number 7. You know what I'm saying? Bilal, Bill Al. He brought the knowledge to Medina that day. You know, I ain't gonna go through the whole history, but I'm gonna touch on something. He was going to see his friend. And I'm glad when I say his friend, because at the time, his friend was Gypsy and Gino. Y'all that know the history know where I'm going with this. Gypsy and Gino, at the time, they was planning to do a rule cycle, born equality, rule block. And when God came, he came with new knowledge to them. And awoke them. They was drinking Gypsy Wild Irish Rose. He snatched the bottle from them. You know what I'm saying? Told them, as he was building with them, giving them knowledge, he was sipping on a Wild Irish Rose. They wanted it. He said, no, you can't, because they was eating liverwurst sandwiches. You can't put your swan lips on this bottle. Okay? So, and he taught for 6 days and 6 nights. You know what I'm saying? And Gypsy became the firstborn of Medina to keep mathematics. And Gino became my great brother that designed this flag, Universal Sharing of Allah. You know? And that's just some of the history. And don't think, it's not just Medina that got history in December. Alright? We're going to go to year 2. I believe, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Year 2. When Ezrael met Allah for the first time in Manawan. It was December 31st. And Allah asked him, he said, you know who I am? And he answered Allah and said, you God. That's right, he answered Allah and said, you God.
Will you please specify the exact situation?
The exact situation, yeah, y'all, I'm big, y'all. That's not my wisdom. Yeah, don't cut my wisdom. I'm going slow, God, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of information to put out there. I'm not just going to run it down, I want to be right exact. Am I good? Yeah, you know, so gave him that name because he was the one to get the wrongdoers. Okay? His job was to get the wrongdoers. And the name Ezra also means the gatekeeper of hell. You know what I'm saying? The only one who can open the gate to the people of hell. You know, and I knew him personally, as many of you. But when I say I knew him personally, I really knew him personally. We used to sit in the back of a law school, like I do all of them. My brothers will tell you, my older brothers will tell you, I'm going to pick your brain. I'm not going to take nothing on face value, because I wasn't there. I'm going to ask you questions. And we used to sit down, smoke an L, and he used to tell me what was going on. And I asked him one day, I said, yo, Ezra, do you ever call yourself God? He said, no. Allah ain't telling me to call myself God. Allah says that you're a righteous man. Okay? Now that's just one chapter. See, divine quality C was seeing this in our history has a lot of history, man. Now I'm going to Mecca. Alright? Back to G. Khalid. You know what I'm saying? He got the knowledge year 3 from God Supreme. May. Alright? And the first time he met Allah was December 20th. Okay? And when he met Allah, Allah told him, this is the first thing Allah told him, son, all I can tell you that you was God. You see? And there's more. We all know, or most of us should know, the history. December 9th, 1964, what happened?
You got shot.
Huh?
You got shot.
Yeah, the first attempt on his life, dog. Right in his ass. You know? Down in the hole. You see, it's a lot of history, you know. I'm not going to go into where the father got shot at, this and that and all that. You know, I did that on the tour. I'm not doing it. So the next day comes. And this is when the father of Medina met Allah for the first time. You know what I'm saying? ABG number 7. And he went up to the hospital, Harlem Hospital, with Allah's third son, Al-Jabbar, Prince. And they were together. And on that day, when he met Allah, he asked him, what's your name? He said, Bill I. Bill I, but Allah called him Bill I. Bill I. Like the building story, Bill I. And Allah gave him the understanding culture degree that time when he went up to the hospital. Gave him the understanding culture degree. And he wanted Al-Jabbar to write it down. But his handwriting was good, so he asked ABG to write it down. Okay? And he said, take this lesson and give it to the brothers. You know? And that's why you gotta know your history so you know where you're going. Because if you don't, and you run up on somebody and they ask you, yo, well, how did this get started? Who was the law? I heard he got shot. You can't answer none of that. You gotta be able to answer all that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to answer all that. And then draw it up and bring it up to yourself. And with that, I'm saying peace.
Peace, brother.
Peace. Come in the name of Lord's more justice and law. I'm here to clarify some things and straighten some stuff out. So I'm tired of people calling me with nonsense and whispering, telling people the lie, confusion, to keep the masses so they don't support what we do. My life, I got attempted murder. People tried to murder me 3 times because of my righteousness for this nation. A lot of y'all don't know that, a few do. I've been getting threatened phone calls because of my righteousness and the stand that I take for this nation. Through my knowledge, you will see my build, and through my build, you will see my knowledge, see how I think the reality of I, self, Lord, and Master walk and talk. It's not a game. I don't take threats lightly. But before I had knowledge of self, I was in the street. And I survived the street for a reason. And And I didn't forget what I learned in the street to make me the gentleman that I am today. I don't appreciate being threatened. I don't appreciate people talking about me. Talk to me. You got a question? Call me. Ask me a question. Don't assume and then you spread lies amongst the mass of the people who don't come to Parliament. All they do is sit on the sideline and wait for somebody to say something negative. And then when you see somebody doing something positive, they tell them, oh, they stealing. Oh, they taking this. They making moves that nobody can see. I'm here to clarify that. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to clarify some things here today. Because it don't make sense for us to be advocating for the same common cause, and then when a lot of people get involved with the cause, they start confusing because of the cause. But they're not bothered. They want to see people fall. They don't want to see y'all be successful in your undertaking. They talk that talk, they don't walk that walk. I talk it, I walk it, I build. Each and every day, each and every way, I show and prove the righteous way. Allah is God, and it's no joke. And I'm one of his sons. I got taught by the best. But one thing I got taught, it don't take no mess from these suckers. Because it's not a game. Y'all get behind Facebook and be threatening people, saying all kind of negative things behind the laptop and the keyboard, but where you at face to face? Y'all talk crap and talk mess on Facebook. I'm here. I'm in the Parliament. I'm seeing and heard everywhere. Everybody can get my map and my number and how to find me. If you really want to see me. If you don't want to see me, not really, you're going to be on Facebook threatening people. You got all these followers on there, and they don't know, they ain't got no mind, and they accept anything that some people say, even though it's wrong. My work speaks for itself. The time that I came home in 1986, I stood up in front of the Parliament in September, and I said the exact word. Who is the one? Who is the body of the one that is building for this nation? I want to sit with you. I want to build with you. Till then, till now, I've built with some of the greatest minds in this nation. Allah Shasha was the one that passed security off to me when I came home. And I had to be examined.